This week on Machinery Pete TV. One more visit to the Donnie retirement sale. His like-new Hagie STS-12 sprayer enjoyed online interest early and never looked back. What this John Deere A lacks in comfort, it makes up for in rarity. And Pete recaps a big iron auction where some record-breaking Massies stole the show.
Your machinery is a serious investment and at the heart of every farming operation. Some call it a passion. We're Machinery Pete TV, and today we'll cover everything from auction roundups to the classics to the latest trends and technology. Machinery Pete, the most trusted name in farm equipment.
Machinery Pete thanks these premier sponsors for their support.
Big Iron, rural America's premier online auction site for the sale of used farm equipment.
No other cornhead works like a Drago, or pays you back like one. Visit your Drago dealer and see how you can justify owning a Drago on ROI alone.
Hey folks, welcome to Machinery Pete TV. We're in Bible Grove, Illinois today for the farm retirement auction for Donnie and Jennifer Deeker. Now I tell you what, super condition equipment on the sale. We're going to watch a pair of low-hour units sell, a 22 Hagie STS-12 sprayer and a 23 John Deere S790 combine. But before we do that, you know what we got to do. We got to head back to the studio and catch up on the latest farm equipment news.
Thanks, Pete. I'm Michelle Ruck. We're keeping an eye on a potential for a dock worker strike at East and Gulf Coast ports. Leaders from a dock workers union and the group that represents their employers recently renewed talks, but if no agreement is reached, there could be a possible strike starting Thursday, January 16th. In preparation, Maersk, the world's second largest container carrier, is advising customers to remove cargo from those ports before January 15th. The International Longshoresmen Association represents 47,000 cargo handlers. It has been installed contract negotiations with the U.S. Maritime Alliance for over 2 months. Once again, the Corporate Transparency Act is on hold. You'll remember the 2021 laws designed to unmask shell companies and combat illegal financial flows. It required millions of farmers and ranchers to file paperwork and disclose ownership information with the federal government. But a federal appeals court vacated a stay on a national injunction, postponing the January 1st reporting deadline for businesses required to disclose the information to the U.S. Treasury's Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. The law was criticized by business groups, the National Cattlemen's Beef Association calling it an overreaching mandate. It still faces constitutional challenges in multiple court cases. Southwest Illinois is the next part of the country that will soon be producing sustainable aviation fuel. The state's governor announcing a $820 million investment in SAF from Avena Clean Hydrogen and the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. The governor's office saying the project plan for Southwest Illinois will strengthen the state's clean energy economy, create 150 new full-time jobs, along with cutting aviation carbon emissions by up to 20 million metric tons each year. It says the facility will use existing rail and pipeline to create the fuel to supply to Midwest airports, including Chicago O'Hare's International Airport. That's it for news. Now let's check on some recent auctions from around the country. Now back to our host, Machinery Pete.
Hey, stay with us folks, coming up a beautiful grain cart. Now owner Donnie Deeker loves John Deere green and he loves black. And our cart here is a 22 model J&M 1312 with the Patriotic Farmer limited edition logo, and it's on tracks.
When you're serious about harvesting corn, you harvest with a Drago. That's because Drago delivers more yield-saving technologies than any other brand. Self-adjusting deck plates save kernels across every row. Lower velocity knife rollers reduce ear bounce and shatter, and the industry's lowest profile captures more ears. Stop leaving yield in the field and harvest like you mean it. Drago. Learn more at dragotech.com.
Looking to sell your equipment or needing an upgrade? Purple Wave Auction has you covered. From construction to agriculture and fleet, we make it easy for you to sell, bid, or buy. Always online and always no reserve. Take the next step and register for free today at purplewave.com. It's time to experience the easiest and most straightforward way to buy and sell equipment with Purple Wave Auction.
Keeping your equipment clean can be frustrating and time-consuming. It doesn't have to be. Check out Dakota Wash and the Power of Foam from Dakota Ag Innovations. The user-friendly foam cuts grease, won't harm painted surfaces, is wash bay approved, and is easy on delicate electronics. Multiple foaming options and complete packages available no matter the scale of your operation and equipment. Cut your cleaning time significantly and get your equipment back to work. Find Dakota Wash and the Power of Foam at your local farm store or check them out online at poweroffoam.com or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you.
I appreciate that FBN recognizes the importance of farmers. They value the independence that I have and my peers have. And in an industry that's seen rapid consolidation and continues to, I see sometimes FBM not just as a tool, but as a shield. I want to protect what we've got and then continue to build on what we have.
Well, folks, I'm so old, I remember when late model combines used to sell at auction for about $94,000. Now our combine on today's auction, a 23-mile John Deere S790, 218 set powers, these tracks, John Deere 36-inch tracks, $94,000 option.
Hey, minute 457, 457, 80, 47, 80 down high, 459, 459, 459, 459. Now 460, got it. Now 461, let's go in thousands. Now 2, 461, 2, 462, 62, 3, 3, now 4, 463, 63, now 4, now 5, 64, 65, 50, 64, 65, Ethan's in, 466, 465, 66, now 467, and 467, 7, 467, 467, 67, now 68, 67, 80, you tell me get a 9, 467, 9, 9, you tell me get a 9, you get a 9, you get a 9, 467, 9, 9, 9, 469, she's a dandy gentleman lady, got the internet in, now 70. 70, 470. Take it down now, 471. 470, 71, 71, 471, 471,000. And the 71, 71, 71. Here to the 71, 71, 2, here to make them 2, here to the 9, here to make them 2, here to the 9, 2. 471, 2, here to make them 2, here to the 9, 472. 472, 3, to make them 3, to the 9, 3, to make them 3, to the 9, 3, to the 9, 473. 472,000, now 473, now 474, 474, 474, 474, 474, 475, 74, 75, now 76, 75, 76, and 476. 475, 76, internet 10, now 77, 77, 77, 77, 477, 77, here to be 77, 77, now 78, 78, now 478, now 478, now 478, 477, 477,000, 478, 478, we're going to sell it. 478, here to be 78, that's a final call, 478,009. Sold 477,000. Sold 477,000 your way. Sold 477,000.
Well, folks, very cool Patriotic Farmer limited edition logo on this 22 model J&M 1312 grain cart. Now, the last 13 months, I've seen 4 J&M 1312s sold at auction, and the sale prices have gone anywhere from $69,000 up to $80,000 bucks.
85 1, 85 now 2, now 250, 85,000, now 250, 85 and a 2 and a 2 and 85, 2 and a 250, now 85, 85 5, 85 5, 85 5, 85 5, 250 gotta be 5, 85, 85, now 70, gotta be 750, 85 7 now 86,000, 86,000, 6,000, 87, gotta be 6,000, gotta be 86,000, 86,000, 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 86,000, not available, 750, now 6,000, 86,000, not available, 6,000, 6,000, 86,000, now 250, now 5, 250, gotta be 250, gotta be 250, gotta be 5, and now 500, not 500, wars in, 250, gotta be 5, 86 5, 86 5, 86 5, 86 5, gotta be 5, gotta be 5, 5, 5, 86 7, 750, now 87, 87 and 87,000, 750, now 7,000, 87 and 87, 87,000, 87, gotta be 7, gotta be 7, gotta be 7, gotta be 7,000, 86 750, net, you gotta be 750, now 250, 82 7, 250, now 250, now 250, gotta be 250, gotta be 87 250. I got 87 bid on the net. We're asking 87 250. 87 250 gotta be 5. 87 5. 87 5 gotta be 5 5 5. 87 gotta be 5. 87 gotta be 5 5 5 gotta be 5. 87 250 gotta be 5 5 5 5 5. I got 87 250 gotta be 87 5. 87 250 gotta be 5 gotta be 5 gotta be 5 gotta be 5 5 5. 87 250 gotta be 5. 87 250 not 250 gotta be 87,500. Whack the monocle. Internet 87 5. 87 250 not 250 gotta be 87 5 tonight. $87,250. Sold it. $87,250.
Here are a few more items that sold on today's sale.
I'm gonna be 5 and I'm gonna be 5 and another bill 9. Sold it. 140,000. 44 5 and another bill 44 and another 5 and another bill and 44 5. 44 5 and another bill last and final call 44 509. Sold 44,000. 44 5 and another 44 5. 44 5 and another 5 and another 5 and another 5 last and final call 44 now 44 5 and another bill 9. Sold at 44,000 your way Ryan. And another 75 here last and final call 78,500. 78,500, 78,500, 78,500, 78,509. Sold 78,000. 65, 65,509. That's the final call. 65,500, 65,509. Sold at 65,000.
Machinery Pete here. Hope you caught our recent special episode of Machinery Pete TV show featuring Alex Lyon and Son Auctioneers, an amazing company with roots back to 1950. Check out their website, www.lyonauction.com, and click on Auction Calendar to view all their upcoming sales across the U.S. and Mexico, including their huge Bushnell, Florida auction coming up Friday, January 31st through Monday, February 10th. All sale info and online bidding at lyonauction.com. The sun and weather can take its toll on your equipment's appearance. Fix faded paint with Dakota Shine. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Remove stubborn oxidation with Dakota Prep. Rinse and fix faded paint with Dakota Shine. Kits available in multiple sizes to fit your needs. Apply using a paint gun or aerosol can. It is not a wax and works on most painted surfaces, decals, rubber, vinyl, and all colors. Increases value and improves appearance. Find it at your local farm store. Check them out online at dakotashine.com or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you.
Looking for a unique speaker for your upcoming ag-related event? Consider Machinery Pete. He'll share stories from 35 years on the road. Call 844-727-6374 or email customer support at machinerypete.com.
Hey folks, I'm here with owner-seller Donnie Deeker. And Donnie, let's talk about, you grew up right in the area here in Effingham. And tell us about Effingham, what it was like growing up there.
Well, I never grew up at the farm, so I grew up in Effingham, Illinois. Just a small town, normal community from back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And went to Effingham High School and had some really good sports teams back when I was there. I mean, baseball, football, basketball.
Let's talk about basketball. You played on the basketball team that actually made the state championship game back when it was, what, were there 2 classes in Illinois then?
2 classes, and we were at the bottom of the big class.
Okay.
So we're playing against a lot of big schools back then.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, and Illinois is such a great basketball.
Not quite as good as Indiana, but we're pretty competitive.
What was that like as a high school kid to make a run to the state championship game?
Well, it was exciting. The year before we got upset. Well, I didn't get upset. We got beaten in the Sweet 16, and then we got to the Assembly Hall that year and made it all the way to the state championship game and lost to a really good Chicago Manly team, which is probably just better than us. And then my senior year, we went to the Elite Eight, and my opinion got upset in a slowdown game and still rubs me the wrong way today.
Well, they were holding the ball on you guys?
Holding the ball.
Now, Donnie, you're a tall guy, drink of water, 6'4", but you said you played a shooting guard.
I did. We had tall people.
What if you'd had a three-point line back then?
We would have scored a lot more points, especially the year before us, because we scored over 100 points, I think, 13 or 15 games. But we could have scored over 100 points, 225 out of the 32 we played that year is how good we were.
The whole community and area must have been rallying behind you guys back then.
It did. It was exciting times around Effingham.
Hey, welcome back to Tractor Tales, folks. This week we're headed to the Show Me state of Missouri to check out a John Deere A.
This is a 1951 A John Deere high crop. The good thing about it, they didn't make very many of them, and I suppose that a few of them was enough, probably. I drove that on a tractor cruise 80-some miles. I couldn't walk for about 3 days. It rides rough and it steers hard, but they're kind of an attraction because there was so many of them made, and they used them for vegetable. They didn't make a great many of them. I think 200 and some odd of them. But they are hard to find, and they get kind of attached to them. This guy had it in the salvage yard, and that was the place for it, in that salvage yard. It was really rough. It had come from the West Coast, and the sheet metal was all completely eat off of it. Bought it over in Kansas, and had a trailer over there, and so we bought it. I've spent more money on it than it's worth. But they like them. People like it. We worked on it off and on, I suppose, maybe 2.5 years. But the darn thing always would run really good, and you could just about count. You know, she just pop, 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 and it really was a good running thing, but it was a miserable driving thing.
Hey, stay with us, folks. Coming up, our feature item on the show today. I tell you, intense bidding interest in this baby. A 22 model Hagie STS-12. It's only got 182 hours on it.
When you're serious about harvesting corn, you harvest with a Drago. That's because Drago delivers more yield-saving technologies than any other brand. Self-adjusting deck plates save kernels across every row. Lower velocity knife rollers reduce ear bounce and shatter. And the industry's lowest profile captures more ears. Stop leaving yield in the field and harvest like you mean it. Drago. Learn more at dragotech.com.
Cleaning aluminum stock and grain trailers is now easier than ever with just a weed sprayer, garden hose, and Bright Plus aluminum cleaner. Start from the bottom and work your way up. Watch the foam release any embedded dirt and grime that soap and water won't touch. Rinse thoroughly. User-friendly, biodegradable, and available in different sizes to fit your needs. You can now pull a clean trailer without the chance of damaging the aluminum. Find Bright Plus aluminum cleaner at your local farm store, or check them out online at trailercleaner.com, or call 888-996-7801 to find a dealer near you.
Got equipment to sell privately but tired of scams and hassles? Visit MachineryPete.com and click Sell Mine. MachineryPete.com, the simple and secure way to buy and sell equipment online.
All right, folks, a heck of a rig here. Our feature item on the show today, a 22 model Hagie STS-12. It's only got 182 hours on it. It's got warranty out to May of 26. 1,200-gallon stainless steel tank, 120-foot booms. Now, I've seen 103 STS-12 sold at auction over the years, but I tell you, this thing, intense interest. The online bidding last night was already up over $407,000.
I got 427,000 bid, now 28. 420, 20, 28. 428, 428, 427, 8, now 9. 420, 9, 29, 29, here to buy the 429, I'm at 428,000. Now 429, here to buy the 429, how you trying to get down, here to buy the 429, here to buy the 429, 420, 9, here to buy the 429, you trying to get 429, how you trying to get down, here to buy the 429. Dad, this is unbelievable. Ethan, this is unbelievable. Ryan, I tell you what, when I see a Hagee like this, they're just incredible machines. Hey, what about here? 20 minutes, 429, 9, here to buy the 429. 420. We're going to stay in $1,000 increments, gentlemen and ladies. We're going to stay in $1,000 increments. 428. Now 429. Now 420 even to the 9. You tell me the 9 going to be 9. Here to buy the 9. We're going to sell them for 9. 420 even to 9. You tell me the 9 going to be 9. 420 even to 9. Now you tell me the 9 going to be 9. Here to buy the 9. 429,000. Dad, are they done bidding over there? I want to make sure, double check. Dad, are they done? 420 even to 9. Oh, I got to wait on Ethan. Ethan. Keep on rolling. 420 even to 9. You tell me the 9 you're going to be 9. You're here to buy 429. Last final call. 429,009. Sold at 428,000. Sold at 428,000 on bidder number, Brock.
5204. Well, big bucks there on that sprayer, folks. The 22 Hagee STS-12 only had 182 hours on it. Sells for $428,000.
All right, you Massey Ferguson lovers out there, this Machine Repeat update is just for you. My good friends at BigIron.com had quite a year-end sale last Thursday, December 26th. In particular, there were 4 Massey tractors from Sumner, Iowa. They were just beautiful, low-hourred rigs. We set 2 record prices, nearly a third. Now, if we start off the list, this 2019 Massey 4710 with a loader, 636 hours on it, sold for $65,500, again from Sumner, Iowa. That's a record high auction price. The previous high was set back in November of 21, and that was at $54,750. Now, the other record price set last Thursday out of Sumner, Iowa, was this 2012 Massey 8660. Beautiful rig, 877 hours on it, went for $139.25. Now, the previous record price was $128,000, but that was all the way back on February 6th of 2014, so almost 11 years ago. Now, almost setting a record was the 2012 Massey 8650. This thing only had 239 hours on it, so for $130,500. That's the second highest auction price I've ever seen on a Massey 8650. The only higher one came from March of 23, an auction out of Farmer City, Illinois, an 8650 one for $135,000. And rounding out the 4 beautiful Masseys last Thursday on the Big Iron sale was this 2013 Massey 7620. 819 hours on it, so for $83,500. That's the 5th highest auction price ever on a Massey 7620, but it's the 3rd highest the past 7 years.
Folks, thanks for joining us on Machine Repeat TV this week from South Central Illinois, Farm Retirement Auction in Bible Grove, Illinois. Great fun to watch Schmidt Auction do their thing, and boy, that late model equipment today, that Hagee sprayer going for $428,000. And of course, fun to watch the 23 model S790 combine. Tune in next week to Machine Repeat TV. We'll have a whole new bunch of great equipment to show you.
Machine Repeat thanks these premier sponsors for their support.
Big Iron, rural America's premier online auction site for the sale of used farm equipment.